Hey everybody, my name is Brad Smith. Thank you guys for joining me. Today we are going to be drawing a cactus. Yes, watch your fingers because it's going to get pretty pointy. Oh, that's a lame joke. We're going to turn it into a character. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to make a cactus. It's going to be into a character. Please join me, and I would love to see your drawings, and I will tell you all about how to do that at the very end of this course. Uh, Not a course, but just our time together. So please join me. Thank you guys so much. Let's get started. Okay, everybody. Today we are going to be drawing a cactus. This is going to be a fun cactus to draw. I'm going to use my sketch marker. And so what we're going to do, I want to make it's an upside down U, just like that. And he's going to be in the ground. And we're going to make these C curves, just some shallow C curves. Let's go ahead and go like this. And we're going to make these lines come all the way to the ground. Don't worry about it too much. We are going to be drawing over it, so it won't be a problem. I'm also going to give it some arms. Well, cactuses have arms. And I'm just going to make this like L shape here. This kind of like rounded L shape. And we're going to round the top. And it's going to get thick here and it's going to get thinner as we get in. Normally, like when we draw a tree, it's the opposite. It's thick to thin out here. But with cactuses, we can have a little bit more fun. And then the other one, I'm trying to figure out where to put it, but I think I want to put it up here, and I'm going to do it the opposite way. So it's actually facing down, which isn't normal, but it is a cartoon, so we are going to have a little bit of fun. And just like this, we're making an L, or a backwards 7, I guess. And then we're going to round this part here. This can also be a U, if you see that, with a couple lines. There's different ways to do this for sure. All right, we're going to add in a couple of these little V's right there, just for some personality's sake. And now we're almost done. We are going to make a face on here. I want a grumpy cactus, and I'm going to give it one long eyebrow like this, and we are going to put these two furrowed brows right here. This is kind of an S curve. It comes straight, comes down, and then back up. We can also change that later if we wanted to. Gonna give him some half C circle eyes. They're gonna fall right into this, go right into this C curve for the eyebrows. I'm gonna just keep darkening this. I really like it thick. You do what you want. And I'm not gonna give it a nose. I'm just gonna imply that it's there. And I'm gonna keep making this dark. I like this. And I'm gonna make it come out a little bit more. And then I'm gonna give it this angry look, and we're gonna do that by making just a C curve here. And then it's gonna be flat here, maybe a little bit of roundness to it, but not much. And I'm going to give him an overbite here, or underbite, rather. What's that? Okay. You guys doing okay? This cactus is angry. Okay, we are going to add in this part right here, this little V, to finish this off. It looks a little bit weird, but I like it. Kind of helps And then we're going to make just a little bit of a curve right there. Now we have a whole face. I'm going to erase this part here, and I'm just to show you guys what I'm trying to go for here. Then maybe a little bit right there. When we draw over this, it's going to look a lot better. But what we want to do is now draw the lines for the cactus. And as it gets closer to the middle, we're not going to round it that much, but as it comes out, kind of like a pumpkin, we're going to round it. I hope that analogy works, like a pumpkin. And I kind of want this to come out like that to add to this. Cartoons are a lot of fun because you can exaggerate whenever you want. Meaning you can push the mouth further than the head is supposed to be. Be sure to check out my new How to Draw Monsters from Imagination workshop. I have it up online right now, and it is ready for you to go to. Just go to sketchforce.art and you'll be able to get access to it there. It has a lot of information. It's about 2.5 hours of content. It has a 14-page workbook, downloadable workbook to go with it. It's just going to help you draw monsters so much better. Thank you, guys. Okay, so this is it right now. This is all I want to do so far. I hope you were able to follow that. We started off with like this upside down curved U, and then you can make an upside down U here, and then add a couple lines over here to make that other part of the cactus, like the arm of the cactus. You can do a U here as well, and then connect it. And then we created the face, and then the details here. You're right if you were thinking I forgot something. I didn't actually forget, but I am leaving off the points. There are points everywhere on these cactuses, but I'm gonna just add a couple so you can see it. If you wanted to do it now, you can, but I'm going to add them mostly at the end. So, and then I'll add a couple other things at the end as well. So what I'm going to do is add a new layer. I'm going to go back to the original layer, hit the N. So we're going to lower the opacity right there to roughly about 10 or 12. And then I'm going to get out my black, and I'm going to make this Oberon color brush. I mean, you can make it whatever brush you need to. We're just going to have some fun. So I'm going to do my best to outline this, and I'm just going to outline it a little bit thicker, maybe at a 5%. And so we're going to take it like this and go all the way around. I think that might be too thick. So we're going to take this to about a 3%. And I'm going to push, and we are going to trace these lines. I'm going to try to get as clean of a line as I want, because that's how I like to draw. Right here, I'm going to push this. It's not a cheek, but I guess it kind of is. Right here in this L shape. I want that L shape to be clean, so I'm going to erase the inner part of that, and I'll show you how that'll look after. And then we're going to take this guy, make our L, turn it into the U, all the way down and back. That's fun. This guy up here, we're going to do the same thing. We want to follow the parts of the drawing that we want to keep and not the parts that we don't want to keep. Let's make the ground real quick. Okay, I'm going to go like this. And I'm going to give it some grass kind of around it. Maybe even right there. But this guy is not happy. We're going to trace his eyebrow in this big thick brush as well. And now we're going to make it lower What is that at? Like a 2% on this one. You might change it depending on the brush you have. And that's where I'm gonna start making these smaller details. His eyes, his like nose, or wherever the nose looks. You might notice I'm not staying true to this eye that's down here. I noticed it doesn't look right, so I'm going to change it while I'm finishing this because you don't need to stick to your um, original lines. And then you can really make him tell a story. Right now, he's just kind of staring at us, but I could make him angry and looking up or something like that. And there could be a bird up there or something. Maybe he's mad the bird pooped on him, or I don't know, something like that. Okay, so we're just following these lines here. And now we're going to do the mouth. I really like how this is turning out. I hope you guys are following along pretty easily. You can even make him look a little bit silly and give him these like buck teeth type things. Kind of like that. Wasn't planning on doing that, but I really like it. Just gives him a little bit more character. And now we're going to add the lip line. And then let's finish this guy off with these other lines. There. Now that middle part is done. Let's do his arms. Super fast. I'm going to not spend as much time on here, but you spend as much time as you need. Okay, so we are done with that part. What we're going to do now is add some spikes, and we're just going to add some lines here and there. Just like that. We're going to add 3, maybe, then 2. I don't like to add 1 all that much. It's, like Bob Ross used to say, everyone needs a friend. So I try to add in quite a few. But not too many. You don't want it to look like fur. That looks kind of strange. I know that cactuses do look like that, but you just want to imply that they're there. You don't even have to do it on the lines. You can just kind of put it anywhere. Maybe change its heights too. Maybe some are big, some are little, some are tiny, some are not. Definitely all up to you on how you do this. And I'm just kind of adding them wherever I think fits. And I think I like it. So how did you guys do? I'm gonna actually take a layer and put it underneath this inked layer, but over this lined layer that we had, the sketch layer. I'm gonna turn off the sketch layer and then I'm gonna start coloring. I'm not gonna change my brush or anything like that. I'm gonna leave my brush. If you guys do not have a tablet, that's okay. It helps speed up my process, I feel like, when I use the tablet. But if you don't have one, don't worry about it. Draw with markers or color with markers, color with colored pencils, anything like that. I'd love to see it. I'm going to make these little shrubs down here at the bottom darker green so they stand out. We'll make the ground like this dark grayish brown color. Let's go a little bit lighter and yellower. There. Want them to make sure it looks like a desert, has that deserty feel. And then we can do a couple different things. I kind of want to make yellow eyes. on him, light yellow eyes, and see how that looks, and yellow teeth. Try this. And I think that looks pretty fun. Now he is almost done. What I want to do now is add some shading. I'm going to add a new layer above it. I'm going to find the multiply layer because that makes everything a bit darker, but it makes it so dark that I have to turn down the opacity to make it look good. And then I'm going to get some purple because I like using purple when I shade, and I'm going to start shading. I'm going to actually up this a little bit. This is too dark, darker than or too light, I mean. I'm not going to go crazy with this or anything, just a little bit, just so you can kind of see where I'm going with this. I can go crazy and darken a ton of stuff, but I don't really want to do that. But you can get an idea just by a little bit of shading what it does to your drawings. I don't think I'm going to add much more, to be honest. So this is our angry cactus. How did you guys do today? Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, I think I want it. Let's play around and experiment. Okay, I think we're done. So what we're gonna do is sign it. Make sure you sign your work so people know the awesome artist that did it. I'm on the wrong layer. I like to make a new layer sometimes. And then I'll put that down to like a 2% or something like that. Then I'll sign it. And I like to date mine. I hope you do too. Just keeps track. Oh yeah, that's when I did this. There we go. It's done. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hey, how did you guys do drawing the cactus? Was it hard? Was it easy? Was it fun? Let me know in the comments below. I hope you had a good time. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I enjoyed myself drawing it, and I would love to hear your feedback. So you can comment below and let me know. I read all the comments. You can also email me, bradsmithdraws@gmail.com. Send me the picture that you drew, and I will feature it on my Instagram account. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and drawing with me. I am going to be making much more videos. Please suggest what you guys want to learn how to draw, and I will help you guys out. Thank you guys. Take care.